Good morning, YouTube. It is April 4th. Beautiful, lovely spring day, as you could tell by the looks of my car in Connecticut. Yeah, it snowed, but that's not gonna stop me. I'm still gonna go out, hit up one thrift store. I got a FBA shipment to drop off. It's only about 26 items in the shipment, give or take. But you know, every little bit counts. You just keep feeding that little monster Amazon over there, and it will make you money. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. We're gonna hit up that thrift store. I haven't made a little video in a while, or ride along video at all in a while, so this should be fun. All right, let's go. Alright guys, so I just got to the thrift store and the main competition was just pulling out, which means that he probably got all the obvious good stuff, all the good electronics, all the good video games if there were any. So that leaves me with a little bit of digging to do, so it might make for a better video because I might find some obscure things. If I don't find anything, you'll see that too. Let's find some stuff though. Alright, here we are. About to walk on up, just getting my phone and my wallet in my Polly Pocket. And here we go. Let's see what we are working with. It is cold outside. It's got to be about like 25 degrees out, but it is a-okay on this April day. Looking around right here. This is kind of neat. Look how cool that book is. They don't allow you to pick on the loading dock, so I had to be quick with that. Sometimes you gotta be a little sneaky. All right, let's see if he left anything interesting in this room. This room is usually, you know, just a bunch of really old electronics. Odds are you're not gonna find too much good in here, but you know, you never know. I always thought this was good. Each time I walk in, it's sealed, but somebody cut the top open. Don't know why, unless they cut the top open to use it. Now this is a really cool VHS right here. Definitely gonna look that up. Usually these really weird, obscure VHSs are good. Same thing, Rock Hard or Abs. That's probably nothing, but you never know. In here, couple cassettes. Cassettes aren't too great. Oh, look at this. Adobe Photoshop Elements 8 and Adobe Premiere 8. Now this is good money, I know that. I don't know if there needs to be a code in here, but I'm definitely going to be looking this bad boy up. Let's see what else. So I'm just bringing you guys along real time so you can see exactly what goes through my mind when I'm picking this stuff. Now this is pretty nice. It's a Cirrus car radio. It's really nice. This would have to be an eBay thing. If I could get it for $5 or so, that would be a solid score, so I might come back to that. Here is just a AM/FM player, no brand, so no bueno. Let's keep looking. That's pretty much all that I see in this room, so I'm gonna look up a few of these things on my phone and I will get back to you guys shortly. Any games in here? Just a bunch of old sports titles. So I will see you guys soon. Alright guys, taking a look at some VHS tapes and some books. The other VHS tapes I showed you weren't worth anything. That Photoshop is actually brand new sealed. So that's actually pretty cool. It has the seals on it, so it makes it worth an extra $20 or so. So I'm going to be grabbing that. I put back the other book that I showed you guys, and I ended up grabbing a bunch of wires, red, yellow, and white wires. I pretty much get them for free because they always have them overstocked here, and they're great to include with DVD players and VHS players because most don't come with them. So I just left Staples, and these giant bubble mailers here are only 50 cents a piece on clearance. These things are awesome for shipping out a couple video games so they don't get all crushed. And let's say you got to ship out 4 or 5 of them, they'll all fit in here real nice and snug. Otherwise, you know, I'll do little boxes here or there, but this saves on shipping. They're super light. Alright guys, today's day number 2 of thrifting. So I don't really remember where I cut off the video yesterday, but I did pick up a few things that sealed, Photoshop, a book, some stuffed animals, things like that. But now we're heading to that same thrift store, see if there's anything new, and we're gonna try and come around this tree, and then we're gonna go to a little tiny church thrift shop. So both of these thrift shops are local little town thrift stores, so no Goodwills, no Savers. There's still things to be found at these really little ones. I might go to one extra that's a very, very little one. Now, they haven't had much. I went there last week, and they mostly deal with clothing. So we are gonna go check it out and see what we can find. Yay, it's above freezing. This is April in Connecticut, guys. I'm lucky it's above freezing. Holy cow, I am surprised how packed this place is today. But I guess that's what happens when you show up an hour late. So I can't feel my fingers. And I'm freezing. But we're gonna find something good, so let's go. Close. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How you doing?
Pretty good. It's kind of interesting. Alright guys, so I didn't get much footage inside there, but I did pick up this cake pan. It's hard to see. It's a shoe. Very cool shoe cake pan. It's nice that I had the insert so I could still scan it. These are pretty easy to look up anyways. They do have markings. It's hard to see, but they do have markings on here that you can look up on your Amazon or eBay app. This guy I paid $3 for. It looks like he's selling for about $30. These things, they're easy but hard to find. And what I mean by that is there's so many out there, so many that aren't worth anything, that you either have to know what's worth it or look up the really old ones. This is from 1979 and it is in mint condition. So the fact that it held up that long should be a pretty quick sale at 30 bucks. So let's go to the next thrift store. Walking up on the next thrift store. Can't really grab anything off this dock. The same place I showed you guys yesterday, but like I said, I'm a sneaky little beaver. I'm gonna find something. Let's see. Alright, there's only one person inside. There's a little rocking horse, a couple books, nothing really. Alright, electronics room is where it's at. Let's take a look. It's a nice Hoover. Coming out too. Thank you. Hello. How you doing? Pretty good. Hi. Alright guys, so far I've found 3 things at this thrift store. Found a book, Observational Astrophysics. It's worth about $12 after fees, but it has a rank of 3 million, so I'm debating whether or not to grab this bad boy. Next is this. This one has a rank of 1 million, which isn't too bad. It'll bring about $20, I believe, after fees, so this one's not bad. Definitely gonna grab that. And then this right here is this arc paper by Staples. I don't know. Looks like it'll bring me about $8 after fees, so not too bad there. So these are the 3 things I've grabbed. I'm still looking around. I want to find one more thing. Shimano, except those are just cassettes in there. But I want to find one more thing, then I'll be satisfied. And then it's still too cold. I cannot feel my feet, so I'm gonna have to go home for a little bit, grab some garbage, and stop by the dump, see if anything good is left out. I never looked up that car stereo. Ooh, this looks really cool. Panasonic. Look at that. We're gonna have to look into this guy. He's brand new. Alright guys, so I just walked out of that thrift store and pretty much everything I picked up was pretty high rank, pretty long tail. We got this Lion King cassette tape. Rank was right around 700,000. But it is going for about $15 after fees. It's in great condition. Now, when I think of 700,000 after fees, that's for all of music. So I'm not sure if that encompasses audio downloads, CDs, vinyls, cassettes, 8-tracks, all of that. So maybe that's not a horrible ranking cassette. It would be for CD, I suppose. But maybe because people buy cassettes less, they all have higher ranks. Not really sure. That's just a theory. Next, we have this thing that I showed you earlier. Just a little notebook thing, papers, you know, worth a decent amount, not a lot. And then both of these books I ended up picking up because I got all 4 for $2, so 50 cents an item is what it breaks down to. Not too bad. We're gonna hit up one more thrift store. Let's go. So I just got out of a really little church thrift store underneath in the basement of a church, and I left with 2 little things. I got a Bart Simpson plush and a Maggie plush. These are really cool. They have Matt Groening's signature on their butts, and they are from 1990. So that's really cool. I have 0 service in this place. There were a few other things I was interested in. I didn't grab them because I wasn't able to look them up, and I didn't want to be dropping. Oh, get a phone call.
Every year, millions of gallons of poisonous waste.